Welcome to the video, and congratulations on your new Altarwind Hurdy Gurdy. This time around, we're going to discuss the initial setup of the instrument, covering 4 main items: how to attach the handle, how to attach the wheel cover, attaching the note strip, and finally attaching a strap. We're going to need to have several items on hand. From your supply of goodies that were included in the shipping box, have your instrument handy, the wheel cover, the handle, the locking nuts for the handle, and the lesson book. Other items that you'll need that were not included are a guitar strap or shoulder strap of some sort, scissors, and some tape. To install the handle, we'll need some items: the handle, the brass nuts, and the lock washer there. Let's get started. Putting the handle on the axle is pretty easy. It just threads right onto the end of the axle where it sticks out of the body. To do this, we're just going to screw it on. Grab the wheel by the sides. Remember, we don't want to touch the surface of the wheel with our fingers. So grab the wheel by the sides to hold it steady and just kind of gently wind it on there. Now that's all there is to installing the handle, but of course nowadays it's popular to want to crank both ways, so you can go forwards and backwards. If you do too much of that with the handle as is, it'll just want to unscrew. So we're going to lock it down, and that's where these other items come in. To lock the handle in place, we'll put our lock washer on, and then one of our brass nuts here. Which one do we use? Well, it depends on what you've got present. The acorn nut's a little fancier, but it requires a tool. So if you have a wrench or some pliers, you can screw it down and use your wrench or pliers to really lock it down. However, not everyone has tools handy, and of course we all want to just get playing right away without a trip to the hardware store. So for that reason, we also include a wing nut. If you don't have a tool, you could just use your fingers to do the wing nut. No tool required. It's not as fancy as the acorn nut, so if that offends you, you can switch it out sometime down the road. Just use your fingers to lock it down, and you are good to go. The next thing we're going to do is install the wheel cover. That's the curved piece of wood here. It protects the wheel. We don't want anyone else to touch the surface of the wheel as we show it off to them. And inevitably, that's the first thing people want to do is touch the wheel. So our wheel protector gets installed on the instrument. It's the curved piece of wood. You can see these holders here on each side of the wheel. It just wedges right in place. There we go. That's all there is to it. If you need to take it off, just unwedge it. Very simple. The thing about the wheel cover, when you're playing, sometimes you'll just want to take it off and set it aside. Of course, it could get lost. Let's say you leave it behind at the gig and forgot where you left it, and now you don't have a wheel cover. Well, the answer to that is a tether. You see the piece of nylon here? We can actually anchor the wheel cover to the instrument. Just going to demonstrate that now. The tools we'll need for that are our scissors. Untangle this carefully wound piece of nylon. There we go. If we look at the wheel cover, we'll see a hole in it. Not on this side. There we go. Hopefully you can see it on my camera here. I'm going to feed the nylon through the hole, through the other side, and tie a knot in it. And that is all there is to it. Tighten the knot up really good. And I'll cut off the excess. Now you see, when I attach it to the instrument, it's got this tether. It is connected, so when it's there, it'll just hang free, but it won't get lost. If you don't like the tether, you can just pull out the nylon. Don't worry about attaching it, and just keep good track of your wheel cover. So you don't have to use the nylon tether. It is a nice convenience, so it's there if you need it. The next item on our to-do list is to attach the note strip to the key chest. Find your lesson book. Open it to the very middlemost page, and you will see the note strips. Now, we're going to remove this page. You can gently tear it out so you have access to it, or if you can't bring yourself to do it, make a photocopy of it. Either way, have a copy that is not attached to the book so you can get at it. The note strip for our tenor models is the longer one. Cut out the one for your instrument. And then we're going to attach a piece of tape to each end of the note strip, as you can see in the picture here. From there, we're going to go to the key chest of the hurdy-gurdy and tape it in place. Make sure the dots line up with the dots that are inlaid on the key chest. Now, this note, I realize you haven't tuned your instrument yet. That's covered in an upcoming video, but just bear with me. Also, if you have more than 2 melody strings, this note strip will only apply to your G chanters. That's okay. That's enough to get us going and learning the instrument. The next and final item on our to-do list is getting the strap in order. As you can see on the end of the instrument, we have 2 strap buttons. One is for a shoulder strap, the other is for a waist strap. The shoulder strap is a little longer. You can use a guitar strap or something similar. That works great. If you want a second strap, some players like having the instrument really cinched against their body that way, you'll need a shorter strap. For that, a ukulele strap works really well. A guitar strap will be a little too long to really use well for a waist strap. The shoulder strap goes under your red strings. This is a right-handed instrument, so you can see the orientation in the picture here. It's very simple, really. Just work the strap onto the strap button and you're good to go. Flip the instrument around and work it on the corresponding strap button on the other side. If you already have your strap locks installed, well, this is really easy. They just snap into place. Thanks for checking out the video. Hopefully your instrument is now all set up and ready to go. Happy playing!